Okay, say when then. Okay, one take one. The Angel Share is set in Glasgow because the writer Paul Laverty is from the west coast of Scotland, and we've done a number of films set in Glasgow. The Angel Share is the whiskey that evaporates in the barrel when it's being matured. At the end of the maturation period, there's less whiskey at the end than there was at the beginning. It's evaporated, and they call that loss the Angel Share. And the film's about a group of people, mainly youngsters, who are doing community payback, and they're in trouble for one reason or another, some more serious than others, and you get to know them, and you follow the story of four of them, and in particular you follow the story of one, and they get involved. The one finds that he has a very good nose for distinguishing different malt whiskies, so he puts this ability to rather mischievous use, which involves the missing Angel Share in the barrel. But more than that I maybe shouldn't say. The film we've just been doing, involving we met a lot of people, mainly young people, who were going through the courts and who were doing community service. People said they just need a job. They just need the dignity of a job, and with proper wages and security of employment and so on. And I think that's the key to it. I've worked on a number of films which have involved people who have made those mistakes, and some of them have been addicted to illegal substances, and some of them have drunk too much, and some of them have had bad relationships. And that's what we do as people. We all can fall into those traps and experience those difficulties. I'm sure we all have here. So the idea that people should not only have a second chance but a third chance and so on is very important. I mean, homelessness is a continuing problem, and it's the root of many people's problems, alongside not having a job. Not having a home is fundamental to a decent life, isn't it? And again, because we're in a market economy, the economy cannot plan that work and housing can sit side by side. So you have areas of the country where there's no work and derelict housing, empty houses, and you have areas of the country where there's massive overcrowding, families jammed in one room, and building workers put out of work, building workers unemployed. And what a crazy failure to link need with the power to answer those needs. So the situation will get worse because the system cannot answer it. It's a downward spiral. I think the idea of a second chance in life is very important. I mean, who doesn't make mistakes? And sometimes the mistakes can be serious, and sometimes they can be a whole succession of little mistakes and misjudgments and silly things, and you end up on a slippery slope and you can't get out of it. And that can happen to any of us. Given that the economic system produces casualties and will continue to do so, the humanitarian response is to help your neighbour when your neighbour stumbles. And I think that's a very genuine human, compassionate instinct, and represents our best. Represents the best in us, and I think charities do well. I think they're absolutely necessary, because otherwise many people's lives would fail that don't fail because of the charities. So of course you must support that. I'm sure when an organisation like DHI supports people, it's no use simply addressing one problem if there are a range of problems. And help in finding work, help in finding somewhere to live, helping, if it's necessary, to to deal with problems of addiction. I mean, each of those individually can destroy someone's chances. So you have to provide a complete network of support, which DHI does, which is terrific.